On February 13, 2017, two best friends, 13-year-old Abigail Williams and 14-year-old Liberty German, were dropped off at 1:35 p.m. by Liberty's older sister, Kelsey. Their plan was to take a walk and enjoy the day. They wanted to take some photos at the Monon High Bridge, an old railroad bridge where local teenage often went to hang out. At 2:07 p.m., Liberty posted a photo of Abigail walking on the bridge. They were supposed to meet Liberty's father at 3:15 p.m., but they never meet. At first, their families tried searching on their own, hoping the girls had simply lost track of time. But by 5:30 p.m., panic had set in. The girls were officially reported missing. Police and volunteers began searching the area, including the woods and trails around the Monon High Bridge. At first, there was no sign of crime. But the next day, on the morning of February 14th, something terrible happened. Searchers found the bodies of Abigail and Liberty about half a mile east of the bridge, on the north bank of Deer Creek. The whole town of Delphi was shocked. The girls were kind and friendly. They had no problems at school, and no one could understand why someone would hurt them. But then, the case took a scary turn when police revealed that Liberty had captured something on her phone. It was a short, blurry video of a man walking toward them on the bridge. He was wearing jeans and a blue jacket. You could hear a man's voice say just 5 words: "Guys, down the hill." Who was that man? What happened after the video? Did someone recognize his voice? Soon. After police release a blurry photo of a man seen on the Monon High Bridge trail near where the girls were killed. This photo showed a white man walking on the bridge, hands in his pockets, head down, moving toward the girls. People started calling him the Bridge Guy. Not long after, police named this man as the main suspect in the murders. On February 22nd, just a week after the girls' murders, the police shared a short audio clip from Liberty's phone. In the recording, you can hear a muffled voice saying, "Down the hill." This was believed to be the voice of the suspect. Investigators confirmed they had more evidence from her phone but didn't reveal it, hoping to protect the integrity of a future trial. By that time, the reward for information about the case had grown to $41,000. Months later, on July 17th, the police shared a sketch of a man they wanted to talk to. This drawing was made after someone hiking near the Delphi historic trails said they had seen a man who matched the suspect's description on the day the girls disappeared. Then, on April 22nd, 2019, the Indiana State Police said they were following a new lead. They released an updated sketch of the suspect and asked the public to pay close attention. Look at the sketch, listen to the audio, watch how the man walks on the video, and send any tips to the police. Investigators believe the suspect might be someone who lives or works in the Delphi area, or someone familiar with it in some way. The police also asked for help identifying the driver of a vehicle left near the Hoosier Heartland Highway, close to an old child services office in Delphi. This car was seen there between noon and 5 p.m. on the day the girls were killed. Police hoped this lead could bring them closer to solving the case. For years, the case went cold. Despite the efforts and multiple leads, no arrests were made. But then, in 2022, an unexpected discovery reopened the investigation. In September 2022, something important happened. A volunteer file clerk was reviewing old case files when they found a tip that had been filed incorrectly years ago. The reason? Richard Allen's last name had been written wrong, so the file was marked as cleared and set aside. But now, that same tip was brought to the attention of investigators. Police had actually spoken to Richard Allen just 3 days after the murders in 2017, but they didn't arrest him. He told them he had been on the trails that afternoon for about 2 hours, wearing jeans and a dark or blue jacket. He claimed he was just there to watch fish and mentioned seeing 3 girls that day. But because his last name was misspelled in the report, that tip was filed incorrectly and marked as cleared. It was only years later, in September 2022, that a volunteer file clerk came across the forgotten tip, giving investigators a critical lead they had missed for over 5 years. On October 26, 2022, police arrested 50-year-old Richard Allen, a pharmacy worker from Delphi. The news stunned the small town. Allen had lived there the entire time and was known by many as the friendly guy who worked at the local pharmacy. Just 2 days after his arrest, he appeared in court, and by October 31st, Indiana State Police officially charged him with the murders of Libby and Abby. He pleaded not guilty. The turning point point in the case came when police searched his home and found a gun. A bullet casing from the crime scene matched that weapon, giving investigators the strongest link they'd had in nearly 6 years. This was the first big breakthrough in the case. On November 29, 2022, a judge ruled that the public could see the probable cause affidavit, the document explaining why police arrested Richard Allen. According to this report, police found a video on Liberty German's phone showing a man in jeans and a dark jacket approaching the girls and telling them to go down the hill. In the video, one of the girls can be heard saying the word gun. Alongside this, investigators discovered an unspent .40 caliber bullet near one of the girls' bodies, which ballistic tests matched to a gun owned by Allen. Witnesses also reported seeing a muddy man who appeared to have blood on him walking away from the area that day. Another witness noticed a car parked suspiciously, as if hiding its license plate, matching a car Allen owned in 2017. Although police had questioned Allen back in 2017, just days after the murders, he was not arrested then. He claimed he was on the trails to watch fish, wearing jeans and a dark or blue jacket. Due to an administrative error, this tip was overlooked until 2022. Despite these leads and evidence, the case remained unsolved for years. Investigators conducted hundreds of interviews, searched homes, and analyzed DNA and other crime scene clues. The community and families never lost hope, continuously seeking justice. On October 18th, 2024, the trial officially began in Delphi. Prosecutors presented evidence showing that both girls had their throats cut. Liberty was found nude, while Abby was dressed in Liberty's clothes. The .40 caliber bullet found between their bodies was linked directly to Allen's firearm. Investigators also revealed that Allen had confessed to the murders more than 60 times, telling his wife, mother, prison staff, inmates, and even a prison psychologist. These confessions came through multiple channels: in person, over phone calls, and in writing. Police confirmed Allen was the man in Liberty's video, known as the Bridge Guy, and a state trooper verified the voice matched Allen's after listening to over 700 prison calls. The defense argued Allen suffered from serious mental health problems, including severe depression and stress. A psychologist testified that Allen had planned to assault the girls, but claimed he ran away when he saw a van nearby. However, Allen admitted to killing the girls and covering their bodies with sticks. After days of jury deliberations, on November 11, 2024, Allen was found guilty. On December 20, 2024, he was sentenced to 130 years in prison, 65 years for each murder, and is now serving his sentence in an Indiana correctional facility. Finally, on April 9, 2025, police released videos of Allen's confessions. One clip, recorded on the day of his arrest, shows him denying the murders, but other recordings, phone calls with his wife and mother, capture him admitting to killing the girls. These recordings had been played during the trial, but this was the first time the public heard them. After the tragic murders in 2017, communities across central Indiana honored Libby and Abby by placing orange lights on their porches as a reminder that the killer was still free. That same year, their families founded the L&A Park Foundation to build the Abby and Libby Memorial Park just north of Delphi, supported by donations and a 2020 NBA grant. The Delphi Community Middle School also renamed its library the Abby and Libby Memorial Library to keep their memory alive. If this story touched you, please share it to help remember Abby and Libby's legacy of kindness, friendship, and hope for justice.